This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1282 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks.
This winter grooming tip is brought to you by Horseware Blankets. Joining us are two of the top grooms in the country, Eventer Philip Dutton's groom Emma Ford and Kat Hill from World Class Grooming. And this week's Horseware grooming tip is brought to you by Emma, and we're talking about winter bathing alternatives.
So no one wants to bathe their horse completely in the winter when it's a bit chilly. So here are a couple of tips you can do, especially after wetting out your horse and to get rid of those sweat marks. The first one, if they're quite sweaty, you can use just a mild detergent in a bucket of warm water. And if you add just like a couple capsules of baby oil, and then take a towel and thoroughly wipe them down using a circular motion all over and concentrating around any of the sweat mark areas, so saddle, girth, ears. A lot of people miss their head, where the headpiece lies, and the brow band.
What are we talking about for detergent?
We actually like mild detergents such as Ivory.
Okay.
Any sort of mild antibacterial detergent you can use as well, sort of dishwasher detergent basically. And then with the two combined with baby oil and detergent, it basically gets rid of the sweat marks, but also leaves the coat a little bit moisturized without actually getting them really wet down to the skin. And then your second option, and I tend to do this on clipped horses that don't have a long coat, I use either witch hazel or rubbing alcohol to towel them off with once they've done their workout. Witch hazel, definitely for sensitive skin horses. It's much more mild on their skin than rubbing alcohol. If you feel your horse isn't clean enough to go on to lessons and you've got some whites, you can, rather than washing them, you could add baby powder to their legs, so that you're a little bit whiter for your lesson.
And it is a hard thing. You never know. Is there a temperature that you go by where you don't bathe underneath a certain temperature with, like, do a full bath?
You know, when they come in, I just make a decision as, they'll dry off quickly if I just use rubbing alcohol or if I just use, the detergent and baby oil. It's looking, depends on, I'd say 45 degrees and below, you're definitely looking at just not giving them a full bath.
Where can people find out more about you?
We are on the internet at www.worldclassgrooming.com. We also have the book, World Class Grooming for Competition Horses. And you can also go on Instagram, which is World Class Grooming.
I get all the books that come out. Basically, we get them here to review, and most of them I send out to listeners. That one I kept. So World Class Grooming, it's on my shelf. World Class Grooming makes a great holiday gift as well. This tip was brought to you by Horseware. Have you ever wanted to own your own Rambo? Well, here's your chance. From October 3rd to November 23rd, receive $50 off any Rambo turnout blanket, including the Rambo Duo, the Optimo, the Original, the Supreme, and all the others in the Rambo turnout line. All you have to do is trade in your old turnout from any brand for a horse in need. Simply visit horseware.com/trade for more information and fill out the form for the voucher you will need to get your $50 off. The complete list of retailers is at horseware.com/trade as well. Open to U.S. and Canadian residents only. Go to horseware.com/trade today and replace that blanket with all the holes for one of the best blankets on the market, the Rambo Turnout line.
Well, there you go. You can find links to today's guests as well as lots more tips at horsetipdaily.com. Make sure to have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go by downloading the free Horse Radio Network app for your iPhone or Android. Just go to your app store and search for Horse Radio Network. Or you can subscribe via iTunes. And thanks again to today's sponsor, Horseware. This is Coach Jen, and I'll be back again soon with another tip. So until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements made by guests on the Horse Tip Daily. Please use your own judgment when listening to the tips on this show.